Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot. Supportive Oracle cards, Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Good. Cool. What do we have for Sagittarius? Ooh. You know, this really does remind me of Cancer a little bit, so I don't know if that's going to help you. No, just got to stop. I just want to take that last card out, but I'm leaving it. We'll see if I come at the end. Don't know what it is, but we'll see if it calls at the end. You're trying to do something on your own. This is very interesting. You've got the Queen of Pentacles where you're standing, which is a very strong, fortified position. The other person that you're dealing with, or the situation, is it situation or person? I think it's more person for a lot of you. What's not going right for them is the King of Pentacle energy. Now, these are usually very conducive energies for obvious reasons. But when they don't get along, it's because they've both made up their mind, I'm going to go this way, and then the other one's like, I'm going to go that way, and neither of them are backing off. That's when these two energies don't agree. When they're like, no, I'm going that way. No, I'm going that way. And these two are equal. When I read them, they're equal. Like, one does not supersede the other. They're equal, and they're just like, I know where I'm going, and that's how it is. And they both feel that way. So, whoever you're dealing with, they're just as, dare I say, stubborn. Earth has a stubborn thing. They're just as stubborn about it as you are. There needs to be a working out of things. See, there's another Pentacle card on the other side. The other side doesn't feel like they just feel like it's wrong for them to back down. That's the thing. The Five of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold, yes. But I'm getting like, that's why it's connecting with Pentacle too. It's kind of like, if I back down, things aren't going to work out. That's why they're not backing down. They literally feel, honestly, truly feel, and it's not about you agreeing with them on that, but just so you know where they're coming from, they literally feel like if they back down, things are not going to work out. Like they have to hold the ground. They have to hold it steady. They feel like it's best for everybody in most cases. Take that with a grain of salt. They're having a hard time letting it go. Now, I'm actually going to jump ahead a little bit. It's getting them to release from that feeling and to actually work it out and to barter it out. Both sides have to kind of like barter it out. I do feel like both sides have to barter out. You have to give a little, but they have to give a little too. Both sides do have to give a little. And it's kind of like, well, how do we give a little? They want to go skiing in the Alps. I want to go down south and, swim in the ocean. One location is very cold. The other location is very hot. How are we supposed to, dicker through that? Well, that could be a challenge, but there has to be a way to do it, though. I know for some people, if it's a vacation thing, it's like, well, we go one place this time, we go the other place next time. Or if it's possible, split half and half. I don't know if that's possible. Vacations, that seems like that's difficult, but anything's possible. Anything is possible. I actually feel that with a honeymoon. Like one person wanted to go one place, the other one wanted to go to the other. They just split time in each. I don't know if that works, but there's like, it's one of those things where it feels like that's kind of difficult to barter that out. But in the same token, it needs to. They need to release that spot of feeling stuck. I feel like that's one of the things with what's going to move this forward. When they come to that point where nothing is happening, nothing's going to happen if they don't give in a little bit. But it's kind of like the olive branch. If you're willing to give in a little and you're just kind of like, well, I'll talk about this and that, but I'm not bending on this. They might be like, well, let's talk about it. They might go there. Because I feel like what's really hard for you is to start negotiating without losing it all. And I feel like that's what you're worried about. Like if I start negotiating, it's like you give an inch, they take a mile. That's what you're worried about. If I start giving here or giving there, before I know it, they've taken the whole thing and I've gotten nothing. And I don't want that. The door to personal happiness is telling me this is why you're having a hard time. The challenge card for you is the strength. Like, if I give in, they're going to change everything, and I'm not going to get anything, and I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy with that. It's starting the negotiation ability beginnings, but like holding strong to like X, Y, and Z, not negotiating those. Q and A, maybe. Maybe. We can talk about it. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. So for example, this is very interesting. This popped into my head. We were talking in the beginning. They want to go skiing. You want to go swim in the ocean. Okay. But like this, I don't know how this works other than because Arizona is not, it doesn't border, like it's not on the ocean. But I know Arizona is one of those places, and I think Utah as well, where you can go up in the mountains and there can be snow in the mountains, but you go down in the valley and it's like, it's hot. It's hot summertime feel. So depending on the time of year. A location like that might be a, negotiation. Like instead of going to, Alaska or to Mexico, maybe we could go to Utah or Arizona and we can have the best of both worlds within negotiation. It's unexpected, but there's like that they're saying there's possibilities not yet explored. I'm getting again though, you're like, I don't want to, if I give it an inch, they're going to take a mile. I know they're going to do it. Like I feel that energy, like I don't want that to happen. Holding strong to what you feel is right, but like defining what you must have, and like, for example, does it have to be the ocean or does it have to be a warmer climate? Is that what you're looking for? Something warm with some type of, water life? Does it have to be sea life or could it be water life? Could there be other things like that that are different that you haven't seen before that you'd like to see? Stuff like that. You got another Pentacle card coming forward. Sorry. I live out in the country, so when I hear a car slow up, I'm like, why is the car slowing up? The Three of Pentacles, again, there's a lot of Pentacles here. It's all about negotiation. You're going to have to work this out with them. I feel like you're going to be the active negotiator. You want this to work out to your benefit. I feel like you have to be the active negotiator. Again, if we're going to use that same example, I want to go somewhere warm, they want to go somewhere cold. You kind of like talking with people or like, I wonder if there's a place where we can do such things, where we could have cold and warm based on the day, like if we can change it back and forth. You might hear from other people. If you search it out online, you guys are smart people. You just put in certain things online, just something pops in your head. Let me just search this up. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't I hear so-and-so talk about this before? Let me look at that. Let me look up that. You'll find the answers. I feel like you're the active negotiator. Like you're like, all right, I don't want to do that. They don't want to do this. What else do we have that we might both agree on? You're that active negotiator. Like what other options would be good for both of us? If we can't do that, we can't do this. What other things could we do? You're going to have success with this. I'm getting you're going to have success because there's three things coming in at once. They've got the Empress card. The Empress card talks about family to me and caring about others. When this card is in good balance, this is somebody who cares about themselves, takes care of themselves as well as others. It's just important for them to take care of themselves as much as others. They realize that they have to be healthy and taken care of to take care of others. So it's kind of like this is an energy where deep down they know, like, if I really expect things to keep going well, yes, I got to take care of myself, but I have to take care of others too, and you're that other. Like, you want certain things, you're looking to negotiate, you're looking to try, you're actually putting out that energy, like, let's work this out energy. I'm not giving in, but I'll try to work it out with you. That is something of value. You're showing value in them and value in yourself at the same time. They do respect that. Deep down they do. I don't know how they're talking on the outside, but they do respect that and understand that. Contract with the base chakra, the root chakra. The root chakra, when it's out of balance, can be very selfish. When it's in balance, it's realizing I take care of me, I take care of you, and that takes care of me, and we take care of each other. That's that balance. And again, it's about if this energy comes into a balance. It needs to come into a balance. This person needs to feel secure and safe and balanced to really move forward with this, because once you get them to start agreeing to things, and it might be piece by piece you get them to agree to things, it's going to work out. Once they start to agreeing, the contract tells me once they start agreeing, they will continue to agree and they will hold true to what they say. Take that with a grain of salt. I keep getting it. Some of you are dealing with a person that's kind of unscrupulous. That's not all of you, but some of you are. But for some reason, this still works out for you. So I don't know what to say about that, because there's not all of you, but some of you are. And if it's somebody unscrupulous, like you look back on the history with them, they tend to fabricate more than not, and just things just seem to the bottom seems to fall out of things more than not. This will actually still work out, is what I'm getting, if this reading is really hitting. Just to be fair, not everybody. There's a small group of people that, like when I'm saying unscrupulous, like, you know this person is unscrupulous. A lot of people don't care for them because they're a bit underhanded. You know if that's true or not. If you're thinking, well, maybe, maybe not, then that's not for you. But if you're like, yeah, that person's a dork. yeah, that's how they are. Then that's for you. This is going to move forward. They have to negotiate with you. They're going to slowly move on from that Hanged Man card as the more they negotiate with you. Keep them negotiating. Both of you can get what you want. They really want something from this. This negotiation, when you bring forward something else, you click the box. Whatever the box is that they want, whatever it is that they actually want, you seem to check the box. They will stick with it. They will get excited about it, and they will move forward with it. So whatever it is that they really want from the situation, you seem to be helping them get what they want. I'm getting, just keep going forward once you do have it going. Center on what you want. Once the negotiation is done and you've settled, like, this is what we're going to do, I've got enough of what I want, they've got enough of what they want, you just keep pushing forward and, like, remember the rules and boundaries, and you just keep going forward. If they start moving outside the boundaries, you just keep moving forward in the boundaries, because they're not going to be able to do that very far. And I feel like even when they step outside the boundaries, it's going to pull right back in, because you're not playing that. You just keep moving forward within the boundaries, in the boundaries, in the boundaries. For example, if you're going to take a 7-day vacation and, like, half those days you're planning, half the days they're planning, and that one odd day out is just like you're just going to chill at the hotel, that one odd day out, whatever that is. If they start, like, encroaching on your time and they start trying to plan something on your time, you're just like, well, I already have something booked for that, so you can't do it, sorry. And that's how you keep going. You just don't play into it. Anything else with this? This is going to work out. I get that. But is there anything else with this that I want to say? The negotiation and you taking control of the negotiation and working out the negotiation, that makes this work out. You're very happy at the end. That's also the Queen of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles. This is a very solid, you're going to be happy with this outcome. You have to work for it, I get it. But so isn't the other person. This is to get what you want and to not let things just, fail. I feel like if you don't become the negotiator, things just fail. I don't know how else to say that. So I don't know if it seems fair that you have to do all that work, but to get what you want, at least you're going to get what you want, I guess. Through negotiation. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.